Leave right now and quickly go get a workout because my fiance's got to work at about 10. So we'll see you at the gym. Bam! We made it to the gym. Welcome to the workout. Today I'm going to do back and bicep. And what I like to do to start off is warm up and get the blood really going in the lats. Is I tend to do anywhere from 8 to 10 reps of the pull-ups and probably about 4 to 5 sets. And I generally wait about 45 seconds to a minute in between set. That way I can get them done real quick and knock it out right out of the park. So let's get going. What you're going to want to do is I like to be about 2 inches apart from my shoulders width. Not straight up and down, but just 2 inches apart, like this. Keep them engaged the entire time. Don't be... The second movement is a seated row. One of my favorite movements for back days. And I generally like to use, I like to switch it up occasionally, but I really like this ram grip. What you're gonna wanna do is I like to have a slight bend in my knees. Make sure that, once again, scapula is contracted, my back is super tight, like I'm pinching a tennis ball, and then I'm lean forward while keeping the back straight. I got about 120 on here, and the whole full range of motion, I like to stretch my back out entirely on the floor, and then I come back up, and then I start the motion. And I tend to stay 10 to 12 reps. Okay, the third movement of the back day, back and bicep, is going to be rack pulls. I'm just going to start off by warming up with just a bar. It's only 15 pounds, and I usually put the bumpers in a set them at with the bars just above my knees. And just going to do one set, warm it up, just feel how the bar feels. You want to make sure your scapula is completely contracted, and then I kind of alternate hand and grip. Make sure I kind of usually tend to match it up. So if I do, how many sets? 2 like this, 2 like that. Now 105 right here. Still another warm-up set. All right, last warm-up set. It's got 195 on here. I'll probably just go 5 to 6 reps. I don't want to get too tired out. I think I'm going to try to hit a PR tonight. 265, working set. All right, I did about 4 working sets of 265. Now I'm gonna try to do a PR here and see how many I can get with 290. I've never went this high on a rack pull, even let alone a deadlift. Hoping for at least one. Fourth movement, I'm going to do an easy curl bar, and I'm going to get a decent weight. Just pick a weight that it's not super heavy, but heavy enough that you can get in about 10 to 12 reps and smooth. And generally, I like to go from the outer grip like this, hold it in front of me a little bit, just almost like it's lining up my pelvic bone. And then keeping almost like you're doing a tricep movement. You want to contract it at the bottom of the motion. Come on, pinching the bicep. Okay, the second to the last movement that I'm going to do is I'm going to do this rope pull down for my rear delts. I'm going to superset it with some weights over there to do some rear delt flies. What I like to do is put my foot up here so I have kind of a brace. Back tight as possible, overhand grip on it, lock my palm, my side of my palm right there in the balls, no homo, and pull towards my face while going straight over my forehead. And I like my torso to be more or less parallel with the floor. Slight bend in my knees. All right, back workout's done. Now we're gonna head home and I'm gonna go get a Halo top.